Okay guys, so I got the board today. So you can see this is my little amp here. I'm gonna take this out of the packaging and put it on the boards, the case or whatever, I don't know. Okay guys, if you get one of these, what you wanna do is you can see where I put the standoffs. I put one of those little tiny screws inside the standoff and goes through. So it just holds it above the piece of, I don't know what that is. I think it's plexiglass, but it just holds it above it. And then we also got a heat sink for that right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the heat sink on and finish putting the case together, so yeah. Alrighty guys, I tested it and it works. And it really is 50 watts, because if I turn it up like almost halfway, this speaker is like, you know, it's a speaker. As you can see, the two middle ones are power and the two on the ends are left and right speaker. There's a diagram on here, shows you everything about it. And apparently this power supply is pretty sufficient for it, so that's a plus. So now it's just a matter of putting that board inside this box. So I'm just gonna probably hot glue it. I know it's not the best way to do it, but it's just a for now thing, and then I'll screw it down in here. So it'll just sit right about there, I guess. Right against it. No, actually not right against it. Probably like that. So I can have that DC plug just go out the side there. And then, there we go, that's pretty good, I guess. And then I can probably wire an aux cord in here so you can use aux, and then just, well, there's no button to change Bluetooth to aux. So you just unplug the auxiliary and then it'll go to Bluetooth. You know, it's a pretty nice board. It did show on Amazon that these are clear and there's like some kind of plastic, there's some kind of like cardboard paper over it. I can't take it off, so I'm just gonna leave it. This whole setup right here is probably around 30 some watts, and this is a 50 watt board. So I'm gonna wire this all together and I'll show you guys the final result. Okay guys, I got the amp in and I checked the box clearance and it's absolutely perfect. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna put it all together and then show you guys a test. Okay guys, here's the bass test on this. To be completely honest, it sounds pretty good. I'll show you guys the inside in a sec here. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the inside now. I was using that to change the volume on it, because it remembers the volume you put on it. It's kind of a nice feature when you're trying to set the max volume so you don't have your friends blowing out your speaker, you know. Right now what I'm doing is trying to, is putting the power cord through the back of the box, so I can show you guys the inside here. As you can see, here's a little amp here. On Amazon, it wasn't like this. It was clear. I'm assuming there's like a plastic thing on it, and yeah, there is, because I ripped it when I was trying to make the air hole. As you can see, we have a mid-range and tweeter combo, and then a full range right there. This amp was actually $16 on Amazon. My dad had points, so I got it for $8. It's a pretty good deal. It has a pretty big heat sink on it, if you can kind of see that in there. It's like, let me point it out.
Take the parachute to the
it's right there.
Island.
That little grill looking thing right there. So,
I'm not gonna make it in time before the parachute makes it.
This is pretty much the inside of it. As you heard earlier, it sounds pretty good. I already set the max volume and everything, and it was pretty good. It was pretty loud. So, I call this a successful build. I'll tell you the brands of the speakers right here. This is a Harman Kardon speaker. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This is an IT speaker that came from my old stereo. The amp blew out on it. And this is also an IT tweeter, came from it. The tweeter isn't very loud, but it mixes in with the full range pretty nicely and sounds pretty good. This, on the other hand, it works good as a bass and mid-range as well, and it sounds pretty good. This one sounds good as well. It did take a while for the box to kind of, quote-unquote, break in, and it started to sound better after that when I put the box at a certain angle. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will post couch news in a sec here, so see ya.